Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing my 4-week update on the Celimax Retinal Short Tightening Booster. I know you've been waiting for it. I used it for 4 weeks, 18 applications in total, starting 31st August and finishing this test on 1st October. Now for those of you who are visiting this channel for the very first time, the Celimax Retinal Short Tightening Booster is a concentrated retinal booster formulated with 0.1% liposomized retinal, 3% matrixyl and 1% panthenol plus supportive ingredients like niacinamide also. It also contains Celimax's 20,250 A-shot microparticles technology, where these ultrafine particles are designed to enhance penetration and absorption, helping the actives reach deeper skin layers and pores for better delivery and tightening effects. As you can see, I still have quite a bit left in this tube. I feel it's enough to easily last another month or maybe even a little more, which makes it a surprisingly long-lasting product, I must say. Throughout these 4 weeks, I have always layered it over a moisturizer, never directly on bare skin. I find that makes a big difference, especially for my sensitive, oily and acne-prone skin. The formula here itself feels slightly tacky. It's not thick, but it does feel tacky. And it dries down quickly, so a lightweight, hydrating moisturizer underneath helps it spread evenly and form a smooth, thin layer. For most of this test, I was using the Irritation moisturizers, and I must say, Irritation Soothing Gel helps spread the Celimax Retinal shot better than the A2 cream, as it gives that perfect gliding texture before I applied the booster, although both of these cream worked really well under it. I also tried it with Dr. Althea 345 cream, and that combination worked well too. Now a quick note about the quantity. I know some of you have commented on my channel that I was using too much of the product, but let me tell you, I did try to stick to the usual, pea size recommendation. But honestly, with this texture where it's slightly tacky, that never felt enough to cover my full face and neck. So I usually take a little extra, maybe another half pea sized amount, just to make sure it spreads evenly. One night early on, I did experience a bit of irritation and burning, especially around my eyes. I think it was during the time I tried using it every night in the first 2 weeks of the test, instead of using it every other night. But applying the Irritation Ceramide Moisturizer right after immediately soothed my skin. So if you're using this product and you ever feel that kind of sensitivity, it's a great trick. Buffer that irritation between the moisturizers. It's called sandwich method, where you apply your moisturizer first, then you use a product like this, and then you apply your moisturizer again. Now, one thing I want to mention, while I was using this product, I stuck to a very simple skincare routine. Like, I did not use any exfoliating product alongside. There was no AHA, no BHA, no at-home chemical peels. I did not use, mandelic acid or any sort of, toners also, because I just felt my skin was sensitive enough and adding more actives would have risked irritation. And even without any exfoliation, I didn't notice any sebaceous filaments around my nose or under my lower lip getting any worse. Normally, if I skip exfoliation for weeks, they start becoming more visible, but that didn't happen this time. So I feel this product helped maintain the skin's balance to some extent. Like my sebaceous filaments right now, I would say they are exactly like they were when I began using this product. They haven't become any worse. They're still there, very much there. So after all this information, let's talk about what did I notice after 4 weeks. If you see my before and after images here, you will notice my freckles, my melasma spots look almost the same. There is no drastic lightening there, yeah. But a few smaller dark spots like this one do seem slightly lighter, which could be from both the product and natural skin renewal, since our skin typically goes through a 28-day cycle. My open pores look pretty much the same also. Maybe a tiny improvement in some areas, but not enough to call it a visible change. Where I did see a clear difference though is in how my makeup looks and lasts. After starting this, my foundation creases less, I feel, especially around my laugh lines and under eyes. Even after a full day, my makeup sits better, looks smoother, and the fine lines don't emphasize as much. And that is something I can see clearly. That difference I can notice clearly with my naked eye, not just zoomed in photos. So overall, while I didn't see any dramatic results in terms of pigmentation or open pores in just 1 month, I did notice subtle but definite improvements in my skin's texture, smoothness, and how my makeup sits through the day. It's one of those products actually that quietly strengthens your skin barrier over time, Nothing drastic overnight, but you can tell it's working in the background. Now, even though I'm all positive about this product, it has worked well for me, I have seen some improvements, I'm still going to stop it. I've actually stopped it already. For the last 3 days, I haven't used it because I've started testing a new product for the next 30 days. But honestly, a part of me just keeps thinking, should I just go back to this product, or, am I doing right not using it anymore? I don't know as of now when I will resume or go back to this. Maybe when I finish this 30-day test. But also, with so many new products coming up every single day, I don't want to miss out, showcasing them on my channel. And not just showcasing them, testing them on myself and showing you real life results. So maybe on the days I'm not testing anything new, I can bring this one back into my routine. Let's see how it goes. And if I do bring it back, I will definitely share that with you. Okay, now let's talk about value. I see so many of you commenting, this product seems to be very expensive, on a higher, price range. But from my own experience, in terms of the value that you get out of this product, I think it's worth putting your money into it. I bought mine for around $24, and with, seeing how much I have used and how much product is still left in this product, it will easily last me for 2.5 months. And that's too when I was using this product every alternate night. So I would say it's worth the investment. If you have sensitive or acne prone skin like mine and you're okay with giving a product time to show results, I would definitely recommend giving this a try. So that's my 4-week update on Celimax Retinal Short Tightening Booster. I will be testing another product next, but I will probably circle back to this one again in a future video. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this booster. It has been around, for some time already. Or if you've tried another retinol product that has worked really well for you, you have been like blown away by it. Please put that down in the comment. I would love to know, and maybe one day I can try that as well. And if you found this video helpful, it has given you some clarity on what your experience could be after using this product, how you can layer it with your regular moisturizers. If you are thinking of buying another moisturizer to pair well with it, what else you can use. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. If you want to see my journey using this product, it's not my first video around this product. I've made a couple, and I've put my, first impression, my 2-week update, my 4-week update like this one. So all of these videos are linked in the description below, and I also link them in the cards above, throughout this video. So in case you're interested, go check them out. And yes, that was all for today's video. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.